So today I'm going to do the Hangman, and I have got the Rider White Gilded Tarot, Erotic Fantasy, World of Vision, Somnia, Mystic Dreamer, Barbier, and Black Cat. And what I see here is, you know, the Hangman, really there's not a lot to talk about with it. Most of the cards, if you look, they all really speak the same thing. I think it's just really important, like, this video would be more about what resonates with you, what cards do you like, what feels good, what looks right. I really love the Somnia, and I always will, because it feels more current. The way they dress, the way she's hung, this is something I could see in real life. Like, you know, this is not something I could see in real life. I just can't see that. And so when we talk about something that resonates, if it feels better that you can see it in real life, then, you know, then it's easier for you to talk about it or explain it or use it in a reading. The one that's a little bit different here is the red eyes in this, but it does speak that's the glow, right? So you've got the glow in the Rider White, you've got the glow in the Somnia. This feels like a gear to me, so like there is something going on because he's attached to something that appears to me like a gear. And in the Erotic Fantasy, I don't see any glow or anything but of that nature, but it is, you know, putting yourself in a different position. The World of Vision, you have the glow. It's got a lot going on. It doesn't speak to me. I don't see the person hanging there immediately. You know, it's not like something I go, oh, I have to look at this card to see that. The Hangman and the Mystic Dreamer feels more like a dream, so to speak, because it's suspended so high. You know, it almost feels like, oh, she could fall. She's in the clouds, which, you know, it's the dreamer deck. So that's kind of what it's about. A lot of crows in this deck, moons, suns, things like that, which is kind of cool. And then in the Black Cat, we have the web, and which I find really interesting because a web is entanglement too. So I think that does speak of the Hangman as like trying to untangle things and trying to figure things out. And that's really what the Hangman is. Like, it's about putting yourself in a position to find answers. And it's a suspended time. So when you're in a reading, it can definitely be a suspended time frame. Like someone has been thinking about this. It's not necessarily healing. It's coming to a conclusion. It's troubleshooting. It's trying to figure out what to do next. Or looking at a situation and not understanding it and trying to understand it. Usually in a reading, it is a suspended amount of time. So like if it comes up, you know, in a love reading, let's say in the future, it means that, you know, there's going to be some thought processes going on. You're going to have to look at this situation differently. You know, this isn't going to happen immediately. If it's in the past, maybe it's done. Like you're done, you've been in that position, and now you're moving on, depending on what the other cards are. So I really feel like that's kind of what this is saying with the Hangman. Now, I think it's important too, though, to remember with the Hangman, and I feel like it's with almost any card, there could be something different in another card. The person has put themselves here. It's not something that's been forced upon them. It's a choice they've made, that they've wanted to get more information, not chase something right away. Again, it's a suspended thing, so that they're really focused on how to get the answer. And to do that, not only have they taken time out, but they have put themselves in a different position to get a different perspective. The other deck I really like, and I don't have it here, is the Somnia, because it shows water below him, so he's hanging down, and it shows a shadow. And to me, that's gazing at yourself in the mirror, you know, like reflecting. It's a true reflection card, and I think that's what the Hangman is. It's reflecting on the thing, whatever that situation is, and I'm going to reflect on it, and I'm going to find the answer to it. So when we look at all these different decks, again, it's just a matter of what feels good to you. Personally, when I look at these right now, I love the Somnia. I always like the black cat just because it always makes me feel good. But that's just a personal thing. But I'm really liking this Mystic Dreamer Hangman, actually. There's something about it that feels like maybe I'll find my answers in my dreams, you know, or in meditation or that kind of thing too. The Barbier looks more frightening to me. There's a lot behind that one that looks kind of, ooh, but that's kind of a scary thought. But yeah, so there you have it. There's the Hangman. Not a long video. I don't think there's a lot to talk about with it. But we have Rider White, Gilded, Erotic Fantasy, World of Vision, Somnia, Mystic Dreamer, Barbier, and the Black Cat. Thanks.